Not even 24 hours after I make this video where I explain to you guys why the cell from DBZ is not coming back through various leaks and spoilers, as well as giving you guys my take on who will be coming back, this new leak drops and it gets Cell trending worldwide. Does this completely destroy all my hopes and dreams at seeing a theory of mine actually be fulfilled? Well, let's find out, shall we? I was so certain, guys, so certain that because Toyotaro created a spin-off manga that has the Cell Juniors in it, that they had already been testing the waters for Cell, and I don't think that the Cell that we saw in DBZ, that specific Cell is not coming back. I mean, he was literally destroyed to his core, completely vaporized, and we've seen that he's hanging around with the rest of the villain cast down there in HE double hockey sticks. So for him to come back, he'd have to come back in a very similar way as Frieza. His soul would have to be revived, his body would have to be revived for that specific Cell to come back. But this guy in the Dragon Ball Legends community on Twitter found out a leak so massive that it really turns the entire Cell argument in on itself, because if this isn't Cell, then what the hell is it? Today's leaks come from Miguel from the Dragon Ball Legends community on Twitter, and he actually focused on the chamber that we see. On the bottom right, there are numbers. Now, initially, the entire Dragon Ball community was thinking that this is the release date, a nod to the release date of Dragon Ball Super Superhero in Japan, and it makes sense. I mean, this is the way the Japanese write their dates, and it just fits. The numbers fit perfectly. But that did not stop Miguel, no. In a classic move similar to trying to find a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence, going deep into Mesoamerican caves and tunnel systems looking for the Crystal Skull, Miguel put on his Batman detective cowl and decided to look even further into this when it came to colors. So what Miguel did was he took a program and he input the date as a color code, and the color that came out is purple. An extremely dark purple. Now this doesn't make much sense because, you know, Cell's not purple. But what he ended up doing after that, with deep calculation, something that would make Robert Pattinson's Batman jealous, is he input this code backwards, in reverse. And what he came out with was a dark green. So in reverse and in regular, the colors that we get for this color code is purple and green. You can do it yourself. I didn't do it, but Slow Plays did it on his channel. Check out his video in the description below to see him do it. And with this, he posted this little picture of Cell as a mummy, obviously hinting at the fact that Cell is revived, similar to a mummy. To be honest, this is some National Treasure type of sleuthing, a National Treasure type of leak, and honestly, it just reminds me of data mining for new DLC in video games. It's that particular in its focus. So does that mean I'm wrong? Does that mean that Bio Broly is not the direction that they're going? I don't think so. There are way too many similarities between DBS Superhero and Bio Broly the movie, all the way down to the villains, to the location of the heir, to the introduction of Broly. What I do think is that we are going to be getting a brand new android, one that either A, looks like Cell, is similar to Cell, but with different coloring and different attributes, but with the DNA of Broly. That's why Broly is seen in the movie, because Broly was on planet Earth prior to this movie. Or we're going to be getting a version of Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 that looks very similar to them. Maybe Gamma 0, maybe Gamma Z, but with the cells of Broly in them. This is essentially a spiritual successor to Bio Broly the movie.
Subscribe for more content.